What's up to YouTube fans? Jeremiah, hey, thank you, man, for the positive words. Man, that's really cool, huh? Thanks. I appreciate that, man. And, hey, you inspired me too, man. And, a group discussion would not be a bad idea because there's a lot of crap going on, man. We need to figure out for real. For real. I mean, all kinds of crazy crap. I mean, I don't even think they're teaching the kids about high radiation, ultraviolet radiation anymore. They just ain't doing it. Like when we were young, they told us what radiation was, ultraviolet radiation and all that jazz. They certainly did. They don't do that anymore, man. I don't know why. Why don't they teach about ultraviolet radiation? I mean, these kids should be practicing in the evening, if you ask me. Anyway, I hope you can hear me all right and everything's cool. Anyway, I want you to, people to check this video out, man. I want you to check out the Die-Hold Foundation for some education because it's important. Probably want to check out Ben Davison's channel, Suspicious Observers. And you always want to monitor spaceweather.com for real. Because the weather events that we're experiencing all has to do with what's happening in outer space and what has to do with solar cycles. We're in this cycle called grand solar minimum. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of that, but it seems pretty important to understand it. You know, our magnetic field that keeps us safe from solar radiation and cosmic radiation is all that stuff. It's not doing so good. And the sun today, and I guess it blasted off 2 CME solar flares, which they call that a solar prominence eruption. They're not extreme, but they're getting close in the M class eruption. So we'll be getting some space weather, maybe some geomagnetic conditions in the next day or so. Anyway, and I really appreciate that, sharing my video and all that stuff, and mentioning me about inspiring you, man. That was really cool, Jeremiah. I really appreciate that, dude. I gave you my phone number in the text, bro, on your channel there. And subscribe to you as well, too, you know. Anyway, subscribe and like. Let's see if these guys can play anything good. I'll shut that off for now. Let's see if our Conneaut band can rock something for us, man. I think they can. They can rock something cool, man. I heard these guys play the other night. They were doing good, man. They were really kicking it, man. We got a good high school band. They were playing Journey, and I think I heard a couple an Eddie Money song. A couple good ones, man. These guys got. The coach over here, he's being a little nicer than he was last year. Come on, get that beat done. Come on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, hear that? That was cool. These guys are pretty good. I want to hear them play a tune though for us, man, before I cut this video. You know. Anyway, the channels that I shared with you are pretty important. You can also look at Oppenheimer Ranch, and hey man, prayers go out to the people down south. You know, went through them floods, man. They're still suffering, devastated. Texas, man, they got one in 1,000-year flood rainstorm. It was crazy, man. And the Deep South Homestead, hey man, our prayers go out to you, bro. I hope your property's okay. I seen you put that video up there this morning with your property all flooded out and out there trying to save your property. So God be with those people, because man, they've shared a lot of information over the years, watching their videos about growing plants and food and stuff about the Bible, stuff about grand solar minimum, solar cycles, just people that are awake and aware, you know. So I really appreciate Deep South Homestead talking to me online and making me feel like I'm on the right page, at least with what I study. And lately I've been reading a lot about the rise and fall of civilization, man. If you want an interesting subject, check that out, man, because nations don't last that long, man. A couple hundred years, and then it falls and crashes and burns, man, and then it all starts all over again, man. And I think it really has to do with the solar cycles, man, and what happens to the weather. The weather changes, food production changes, people start to get greedy and hungry, and shit goes down, man. Uh, with the I don't know what to call them without getting in trouble. Well, the people we vote for. Well, we need to, when we go vote, we need to make sure we go out and vote in mad numbers, man. Like, rock the vote, man. I mean, 'cause it's important. Do your due diligence about it too. Like, really understand it. I know what I'm going to write at the bottom of the page on a thing. You're all fired. I can't find myself voting for any of these whacks. They're all goofy. I mean, they're just, I mean, for gosh sakes, man. It's just, and they all look like they're devil worshippers too, man, to be honest with you. Look at these nasty clouds coming out. Look at that stuff. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we're going to go over there. Fuck it. Oop. I have to delete that out, I guess. Look at these clouds, man. They're just crazy. We're going to get some kind of blasting storm, I bet you, today. Again, it rained like hell this morning. Like crazy. Super crazy rain. Never seen anything like it. I want these guys to rock a riff, man. Come on already. Play us a riff. Get her going, Conneaut. They're really good. They're a really good band when they, I don't know what they're trying to learn a new tune or something, maybe. Anywho, man. Hey, a group discussion, man. I don't know this Chris guy. I mean, maybe I do. I probably gave him a haircut down the road or something. I don't really know him, I don't think. I don't know Jeremiah. I don't think I know you at all. But, hey, man, if I do, and I'm sorry, I'm just not very good with names. I can remember hard scientific and medical stuff, but I couldn't tell you, some names just slip. They slip my mind, man. Another interesting subject is synapses, brain neurons, and receptors, and how our bodies work, man, with, how we're put together. It's very important, man, stuff to learn, because, they're putting signals out there today that are just not good for us, man, whatsoever. And it's sad that the information, that it's just getting so confused and goofy that I don't think anybody knows what's true, really. And I mean, like, unless you've been studying your whole life, which I pretty much have been. I mean, I've known about the magnetic field. I've known about the Carrington event for quite some time, man, since at least high school. And I don't know what happens. What happens that people forget to, forget about these things, or I just don't understand what happened. Why are they trying to suppress us so bad, I wonder? It can't be because of, I think I know why, because it's about food and water, man. We're in this grand solar minimum. The sun's probably going to poop off a big flare and mess everything all up. And, hey, imagine what you could build with $21 trillion, because there was a point in time where I can't remember what his position was. His name was Donald Rumsfeld, man. He got on TV, and I think it was just before 9/11, a couple of days before 9/11, and he gets on there and he says, yeah, our country, we're missing $21 trillion and we don't know what happened to it. Hey, they're going to play a riff, actually. They're getting in tune. Alright, they're still tuning. Anywho, yeah, Donald Rumsfeld, he got on TV and announced that they don't know what they did with $21 trillion. Well, I know what they did. They built all kinds of underground crap, and they're storing supplies, food and water, medical supplies, and, if you think about it, and look this up, man, Google this. How many billionaires are there in the world? There's 2,700 billionaires. That's it, in the whole wide world. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It sounds crazy, but when you think about it, if some kind of disaster does happen, well, they can't save 8 billion people on the planet, which I think that it's getting close to 8 billion people. The population of our planet. So maybe it's 9 billion. No, it's 8 billion. I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure, but it's a lot. You know, they can't save everybody. You know, and the people that they will save are people that know how to do shit. People who know how to build things. Engineers, doctors, electricians, plumbers, people who know how to do things, man. So, you know, they'll be the ones that will be able to survive a catastrophe from the sun if that happens. You know, think about this. If the sun poops off an event like 1859, the Carrington event, we won't have electricity for quite some time, because these transformers that they use to supply us with electricity, man, they're hard to replace. They're hard to build, and I'll tell you, I think they take quite some time to build them. And you know, we get everything from China. We've depended on China so much that we don't make nothing here, man. I mean, we need to start making our own crap. I mean, I don't know how these people did this. It just seems to me that, you know, they don't like our country, man, you know? So, having said that, I feel bad for these guys out here to have to grow up in this crap. I got to have fun. The 80s and 90s and early 2000s was pretty cool. I mean, it was pretty cool right up until, you know, the germs started, whatever. They locked us all down, whatever. Stupidness. Anyway, you guys, hey, like and subscribe, man. You know, hey, I really appreciate everything you guys put on the comments. Even if you don't like me, you can tell me. I don't care. I'm a hard soul. My feelings don't get hurt anymore. They used to, but not anymore. Anyway, you all have a great day. God bless you, and don't forget that God provides you with everything that you need. Maybe nothing extra, but everything that you'll need, man. So keep that in your heart. God bless.